Welcome back to What's the Score? I'm Andrew Fouts.
And I'm Allison Wiseman. We will take you behind the scenes, introduce you to coaches and players, and keep you up to date on Panther athletic success.
It may be cold and gloomy outside, but that's not stopping our spring sports teams from putting in the work in their offseason.
That's right. The Horner Center is full of spring athletes right now. This past summer saw some changes to a couple of the teams. For example, the baseball team got a new coach.
We were able to slide into Coach Bellick's office and ask some questions about this year's team.
Given the fact that you previously coached at rival school, Franklin College, what made you decide to come down here to Hanover?
The Hanover job, when I first started working at Franklin, when I first came down to Hanover the first time, the campus blew me away. And it was one of those jobs I had circled. I said if it ever came open, that'd be the kind of job that I think we could come and we win a lot of ball games doing in a place like that. So when it did come open, last year was one of those things that I just had to jump at the opportunity. You know, there's a lot of jobs out there that you take with the idea of looking for the next job, and Hanover isn't one of those places. Hanover is one of those places where you retire from. So
the baseball team has had a few recent down years. What are your plans to turn that around?
Well, the first thing that we're working on is changing the culture. Okay, and I think the guys have started to buy into it. You see different energy around the team. You see guys with a different idea of what baseball is. For a long time, it was academics till 4 o'clock, and then you do baseball from 4 to 6, and then you go home. We're working on integrating baseball into the academic experience. So that's the first thing, and then recruiting is the second thing. So we're hammering the recruiting trail. We visited over 50 guys so far. So we're doing everything we can to make sure this is going in the right direction.
So what should we as fans look forward to this coming spring?
A different energy around the ballpark. One of the things that I talk about all the time, is that in a sport that's predicated on failure, you have to celebrate success whenever you find that success. So it's going to be a different kind of energy around the ballpark. We talk about disappointments happen when you have expectations. So we're taking all expectations out of this season. We're just going to go out, we're going to do everything we can, play hard, and see what happens.
I think Coach Bellick is a great addition to the athletic department.
Oh, I would agree. I really think he's going to turn this team around.
Without a doubt. The team will be led by seniors Sam Oram, Garrett Zorb, Tyler Fitch, David Herman, Chase Sizemore, Ty Stover, and Josh Mazzaros. I also really enjoy the fact Hanover has received quite a few coaches from Franklin. I guess Panthers are better than Grizzlies after all.
The softball team is looking to improve upon last year's season. The Panthers went 19-17 in Coach Collinsworth's first season. The players are putting in extra work this offseason. 3 years ago, the team went to the HCAC tournament. Senior Carly Roark says she wants this to be her best season yet, and she is going to work as hard as possible to win the HCAC tournament once again. The team will be led by seniors Carly Roark, Tori Luster, and our very own Allison Wiseman. Their first games will take place in Florida over winter break in February.
The women's lacrosse team is hoping to head back to the postseason tournament this season. We were able to catch up with Coach Allwood to see what all has changed for the team and what he expects from his players both in the off-season and in-season. In the off-season, we saw a conference switch for the women's lacrosse team. Can you go into detail about what that means?
Yes. Previously, we were 2 conferences combined, known as the ORLC, Ohio River Lacrosse Conference. That would have been the HCAC and the President's Athletic Conference, which is located pretty much all teams in Pennsylvania. They have enough teams to have their own conference, so they left. We are retaining the automatic qualifier as the ORLC. Since we are no longer affiliated with a lot of those teams over there, we have gone through a rebranding and will be known as the Heartland Collegiate Lacrosse Conference, kind of under the bannership of our current conference, which all other schools are part of, as in the HCAC.
So the lacrosse team here is entering their 5th year as a program and your 3rd year as a coach. Has recruiting been difficult still, considering you are a new program, or has it been easier because athletes want to come here and help make a difference for a new program?
I would say a little bit of both. We do get kids who will look at us and see, you know, the numbers aren't super high. We do have like the largest number, I think, in the conference other than Transylvania. There's a couple more kids than us. But I think that some kids are very interested because they can look at it and see, I'm going to make a difference on that team. And that sort of will make it easier at times, but we are also getting that point where I don't brand us as being a new program, up-and-coming program. We are getting there. We have graduated a group of seniors already. So it's kind of a little mix of both, I would say. I would say it is pretty tough at times because the sport is becoming a little bit saturated, where there's a college program is popping up every other day, but the high school isn't following us. So there's a lot of colleges fighting for not enough kids right now. So it makes it tough on everybody, not just myself.
So what are your off-season expectations for your players?
Expectations for the off seasons, obviously working with our strength and conditioning coach, Coach Macon, is a big one. Working with him twice a week, 3 times a week is something that I expect from them. And as a Division III coach, we do not have the ability to work with students as often. So providing them with the tools that they need, playing wall ball, we are kind of having a wall ball competition where they are counting their reps, see how many they can get. So it's a lot of just what can you do on your own is a lot of the expectations of playing wall ball. Watching lacrosse is a huge one. Becoming a fan of our game, I think, is very important. So that's kind of something that I push a lot towards them. Watch lacrosse. It doesn't have to be you. It can be the best teams in the country as long as you are learning a little bit or learning maybe what can I do better. I can't do that, so I'm not going to try that. Or I think I could do that is kind of what I hope they would gain from becoming a fan of the sport.
And finally, what should we as fans look forward to come springtime?
I think that you are going to see a team with a very high winning percentage. There is the chance to beat our best is something that I say, so hopefully do a little bit better than last year. But at the same time, I scheduled the games to be a little bit harder, to play more established programs, especially right before conference starts. So I think you're going to see a lot of very exciting games, 1-2 goal games, and hopefully at the end of the day, a lot of 1, 2, 3 goal wins would be very nice as well.
I think it is so amazing that the women's lacrosse team has done so well in their first 3 years.
I know, right? You can totally tell they enjoy putting in work in the off-season. That's probably the main reason as to why they are so good.
Oh, for sure. The Panthers will be led by seniors Rachel Davis, Maria Coronaccione, Hannah Munt, and Corey Lowe's. We are looking forward to their season.
Men's lacrosse is coming off a highly successful season. They finished second in the ORLC tournament. This saw a loss to Transylvania University. Over the summer, Coach Roberts was hired to be the new coach. The guys are constantly working on their game this offseason. The team will be led by seniors Al Alacia, our very own Keegan Holland, Tyler Kortisich, Sam Green, Evan Bartlett, and Brett Schell. We hope to see continued success for the guys this season and hope they can knock off Transylvania.
This month on Twitter, we ran a poll for Athlete of the Month. Our winner for Male Athlete of the Month is Zach Donan. Zach is a football player, is a senior, and a member of Phi Delta Theta here. We want to congratulate him on a successful college career.
Our winner Female Athlete of the Month is Alexis Nall. She's a member of the women's basketball team, and she's a member of Phi Mu. We wish her luck for the rest of this season. Hope she continues to put work in on the court. Well, that's all for our show, everyone.
We want to thank you for tuning in and watching our show.
Yes, we are also thankful for the support from the athletic department and our peers. Your constant support and love for our show has made our job so much fun.
We're also thankful for the numerous retweets and shares on our Twitter page. It has meant a lot.
We hope you all have enjoyed our show. Good luck to future Panther athletic teams.
We only have one question left for you. What's the score?